Alright guys, I thought we'd continue this Claymore since we got a good start on it yesterday. I had a great day getting that guard on. So I'm working on the pommel now. If you remember, I had already forged this shape up. I'm going to cut it right there, and then we're going to have to figure out how to drill and taper inside there. And again, it's something I've done before, but not quite as intricate as this one's going to be. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. We'll cut that off. Alright, so the very tip of the tang is a 1/4 by 1/4 square, and then it gets much larger and rectangular from there. I think what I'm going to end up doing is we'll go all the way through with a 1/4 inch hole, and then I'll just step a little, larger holes, not quite as deep, and just kind of get that step in there, and then we'll see what it takes from there to get this thing on that tang. I don't know for sure, but that's what we're going to do. Alright, so here's the first hole. Unfortunately, that's where it came out. It is not exactly centered, so I'm not sure if I can repair that. I'm thinking maybe I should just go back and start with regular plain stock, get the thing drilled, and then shape it. It might be easier to hold true to center, but we're going to see what we can do here. Alright, we were able to get a little closer on that second pass. I think we can make that work. So we're up to just about the right size at the top. You just need to step it down one by one. I'm sure you can't see, but there's a couple of different steps down in there, and that allows me to at least get that pommel on, so you get an idea what that's going to look like. Alright, and then I think what I need to do is create a drift, the shape of this tang. I suppose I could drift it on the tang, couldn't I? Wonder which way to go. Take that and wooden mallet that sucker down. Once she cools, though, I'm going to get her off. I can get her off through the end, maybe. I gotta figure out which way to do that, because I could drift it right on with this, and that way it'd be the right fit. I just have to figure out how to get the thing off when I got done. What do you think? Should I do that? I think I will. Never mind, change my mind. Too risky. So I'm gonna make up a drift, and we're gonna see what we can do about getting this thing drifted. Alright, I tried a piece of rebar to make a drift with, but I didn't get the size that I wanted out of it. So I'm using a tie iron right now. Just something that I can shape into that same exact dimension as the tang. So that I can drift that pommel. Where we're starting. So we're about right there, but way thick and not fat enough, so we just flatten that out. Alright, so here's my drift. I put that a piece of angle, put that in the vise. What I decided to do was to drive the pommel down the drift rather than try to drive the drift in the pommel. I want to distort as little as possible. So we'll get this in the vise, get the pommel hot, get it on there, drill the hole in the end here, and hopefully be able to drive that sucker down to the depth that I need it driven down to. That's the plan, Stan. Okay, children, again, here goes everything. One thing about it, this will be easy to remake if it doesn't work. So I have this marked as to how far down I want it to go. Split my wood. I just split my wood some more. Well, we're not getting where I wanted to go, that's for sure. I don't want her to cool down on there, so let me just take this. This off and try it again. no, she's loose. Jesus. I tightened the thing in the vise. That was dumb. All right, let me repair this. We'll try it again. All right, let's try this again. Let's hope for a little better results. And we got something done. I guess maybe I shouldn't have expected it to. You kind of want to line it up, though, to where we got last time. I don't know if that's possible. We're closer. Breaking off again. Red hot up there. We got enough weld left. Keep that out of there. Let me back. I'll tell you, we're either going to keep going with it till we fail. That's where it is. Until we succeed. One of the two. I just want to hit it, but I know I don't want to hit it because I'll just fray it up. We're getting much farther by doing that, though. We certainly are. Okay, we're close. We got about another half an inch to go. And it's all doing what we want it to do. We go again, I hope. I'm using plywood completely less likely to splinter. I don't want to be banging over that pin, that's for sure. So we're through, but I need to think about this before I go banging any farther. So we're at the top, but I need to come down another half an inch. Well, it may not be the smartest way to do it, but it is happening. It is happening. What I'm afraid of is buggering over the top of that. So we'll go back to something with a hole in it. We're getting close. Very, very, very close. Well, it looks beautiful. And final go. Let's hope it's the last one. That's where we want it. Like I said, I got a hole in this one. Hopefully that will cause no deformation. Top. Come on through, bitch. There we go, we're coming through. We got a ways to go, but we're coming through. We got a ways to go, but we're coming through. Come on now, you can get out of there. One or two more times. If it fits tight, it'll be worth it. It looks good, which it's just we got to go on quite a bit more than that. That's for sure. And it should be on relatively easily. Damn, that seems like a lot of work. Give her another try here. Yeah, she's already up to the top. That's a good sign. Hammer's right there. Got to come up with something that gives me a little bit more play now. She's sticking out the top where we want her to be. Needs a little more play. A little more play. Going too far to turn back now, that's the thing. A little too far to go back now. Alright, let's see what a piece of ash will do. Maybe it'll hold up a little better. Maybe it'll hold up a little better. We're farther than we were. We gotta go down here though. We got a long ways to go. Son of a bitch. I just broke my punch off inside the thing. How do you like that? What did I make that out of? Oh my God, you know what I did? I made that out of that tire iron. It was red hot and I quenched it to cool it down. Hardened it. Fortunately, a couple of taps, she came right out. So now I'm in a predicament where I don't have a drift anymore. And that son of a gun is way not where I want it to be. Fuck. Alright, I retapered my drift. Oh, damn it. That was dumb. At the right angle. Heavier hammer. Breaking my freaking weld off again. Damn, Sam, this thing's just being a pain in the ass. Everything's hokey. Alright, we're gonna keep going till we're there. End of conversation. I'll just keep fixing, repairing, or whatever I gotta do. It's gotta make it. It just has to get there. End of conversation. There we go, now we're in business. Now we're in business. That looks so much better. I think we gotta go about another 1/4 inch, but at least we got something out of it. Can you stay there for me? I can't get my tongs underneath it anymore, which is interesting for a removal scenario. Oh, I hate to do this. Oh, that worked. Ain't too many hits you can get out of that. Oh, they're so freaking close. Bend this up a little bit. We are so close. We're not going to quench that. We're not going to touch that. Get in there a little better, would you? We get anything to stick out at the end. We got about a 1/4 inch more. We're getting really, really close now. All right, one last time. Let's hope. Let's hope for one last time. I did it again. Just trying to make sure I'm in the right orientation here. Well, that's it for sure. Get her down. Oh, I'm liking that. I think that's probably enough. Honestly, I hope that's enough. Now let's see if we can get her out of there. Let's see if we can get her out of there. Whew. Just a couple of taps, I hope. Yep. I'm liking it. She's gonna shrink. Yep, I got enough there. A little file work if we need to, if she shrinks too much. Just enough to peen over. Just enough to peen over. I hope she don't shrink too much. All right, very, very happy. Now we're in business. Now we got all the pieces. Boy, that was a lot of work. Whew, happy, happy, happy. I think we ate away quite a bit of that ash right there. That's kind of funny. I haven't cleaned the inside out. I'll get a needle file or something and try to put a little time on that. But if that's as far as we get, we're in good shape. That's plenty to peen. We are starting to look like something now. Oh, show. I mean, we're actually... Are we ready for freaking leather? I think we are. I really do. Holy cow. I can't believe it. Long time coming. I like it. Beautiful. Alright, I'm working on the 80 some odd pieces of leather to stack. Normally I drill 2 holes and I try to you know, work that out for the tang. I just came up with a neat little invention. Check this out. So I duplicated, not perfectly, but enough the tang. Get her nice and hot. Just go. Now that may not be new to you guys, but it's new to me. You have no idea how many times every time I've tried to do this kind of stacked leather, I have to drill these things out. And there you go, slicker than snot. Pretty cool, huh? Clean that up. We're ready to rock and roll. Alright, showing us a moment of truth. Got the epoxy getting mixed up right now. Now I won't lie to you, I did put a tack weld on either side of this guard, not because I think it needed it, but because my clamping mechanism has to clamp on that. It's too small for this long of a tang, so I just don't want you to think I'm trying to pull one over on you. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to start sliding these things on. Gluing them on. First one down there nice and snug, and we'll start gluing. I got them sorted out on the table here by hole size. 30-minute epoxy should, I hope, barring any catastrophes, give me plenty of working time. Well, who knows? Good stuff always happens. Got a whole tube of epoxy here. I hope that's enough, but it isn't. I can't imagine that it isn't. The larger of the holes first. Let's see, let's check the time. About 3:30, so that's convenient. I just hope I got enough of these things cut up, that's for sure. Come back, no sense in watching the whole show. Alright, so I just threw the last one on there. Actually, yeah, I think that's the last one. Let me throw one more just in case I squeeze more than I think. So a game now of how many is too many and how many is not enough. Alright, let me switch gloves quickly. Actually, I don't need gloves anymore. So hopefully there's enough squeeze here where I'm going to get that. This is going to lock in like that. I got 10 minutes left on my 30 minutes. Come on, children. I don't even know if this pommel's lined up right. That's the scary part about it. Hope it is. Start cranking down and see what happens. I might have to take a couple of those off. That'll ruin my day a little. As long as I got time to do it. I hope everything's going okay and we're not. God, I don't know if we're gonna get it. Put one more on than I had planned. And I'm wishing now I hadn't done that. Yeah, I think I got one more too many. On too many. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe two. Let's go too many. Oh, I just broke a knife off inside there. Come on now. Get off of there. What the hell's my screwdriver at? Holy shit. Catastrophe. What's going on down here? We ain't got time to be dancing Chandler. Come on, stab yourself, you fucker. Get out of there. Alright. Countdown says 9 minutes. God, maybe 2 was off. It was too many off. I don't know where the hell they went. We'll get that out of there. Shit. Best laid plans of mice and men. Alright, I bet you we can squeeze that sucker down now. Looks like we're doing some pretty good torque in here. $5 says I shouldn't put that last one on. $5 says I shouldn't put that last one on. Come on, we gotta get clamped on here. I'm not gonna squeeze it that far. I don't think I am. I'm just running out of time here. I'd rather nip off some of the... Son of a bitch. I just don't want to go too far, you know? Yeah, that's it. That's all we're going to get out of it. Right here. Shit. See, I hate this indecisiveness. I just know I'm going to squeeze that much. I just know it. We are tick-tocking out of time. Slowly but surely out of time. Come on, Will. Get her centered up there if I can. Really happy down here. Really happy up here. Come on, come on, come on, come on out. She's not coming out very well. Oh, shit, come on. I'm not getting it. I'm just bending this piece. I'm going to be so screwed. I'm not getting enough to... I'm not getting enough. Fuck you, bastard. Now we're down to seconds. This shit should be compressed. Don't freak with me. Be ready to come right back. One too many. Still yet. That's where I want to be. I figured there was some more compressing to be done, but apparently not. Come on, come on, come on, come on, we're almost there. Do 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 do. Perfect. I was hoping I'd be centered enough to be able to peen that while this clamp was on, but we'll just let her dry first. And then we'll peen her down. That's gotta be enough pressure. Alrighty. Whew. Okay, we're still good on glue down here. Alright, let me get my hands cleaned up and we'll see what happens. While this thing's in the clamp, I'm just going to start peening this very, very slowly, taking my time. With the lightest hammer I got. And just take my time through there. Never done a peen down like that. Alright guys, it's the next day, and I think I've peened that over enough. I don't know. I've freaking done one before. But I think I've peened that over enough to take the clamp off and see what's going on here. Everything's dried up. It looks good at this point. Let me find my wrench. So let's see what we got going on here. Hopefully there's nothing in there that I don't like the looks of. That. Take my tape off. And yeah, this peen looks like it's filled in already, so I'm gonna keep it right here for a while. That would block underneath it, and I'll keep peening it down. I'll be back. Zoom in so you can see it. Said I've never done one before, but alright, ain't the prettiest thing, but it's silver. Not sure how much more peening to do to try to plenish it up. But for the first one, I'm sure I'll clean it up okay. Of course, I'm too close. It's pretty ugly. It actually isn't bad except for this one spot up here. But she's in and she's tight. She's in and she's tight. And all we gotta do is turn that ugly mess into a nice tapered handle. My shoulder didn't hurt so much. I might be able to swing this thing. We got a lot of grinding to do still. Oh my gosh. Whee! This is going to take a lot of sanding and a lot of belts. I'm going to go see if I can run the bandsaw down at least these two edges. This, just to even things up. Get these huge globs of glue out of there, because all that does is cake up the grinding belt. Once that's done, then the glue is minor, you know what I mean? And I don't think it's going to cake it up as much. We'll see how that works. So that worked really well. I was able to remove a lot of material with the bandsaw. Both these sides that go right up to the guard. This side I can only get that far. I think I might just try a handsaw or a hacksaw, because I'll get in all that epoxy out of there, and any shaping I can do besides the grinder is going to be good. So let me try that one. It's starting to look a little better now. Saw worked well. I was able to use the handsaw to get most of this off the other side, and I started using a Farrier rasp on here. Again, just try to save the belts a little bit, and it seems to be doing a good job. So I might go ahead and just try to get this down to the size that I want. We got a lot to remove. This, I want it right down to the pommel here, all right, and then just a good hand grip. All right, so narrower and then back down to almost just the size of the guard exposure here. That's what I'm after. So I'll be back once I'm done with all that. It's starting to look like something now. It's gonna be beautiful. Well, it's gonna be beautiful to me. All right, once that epoxy got out of there, a nice clean belt, and I'm really getting some shape on this now. So that looks really good. There. A little farther to go, and I gotta just start slowing down here. Make sure I don't go too far on something. And there it is, rough grind. All right, first layer rather, and yes, nice flat sides here, so it doesn't roll in your hand. I'm not a swordsman, but I think it looks good. So now we'll just drop down a few grits, and this sucker will be ready to be. Well, the hand will be ready anyway. And there you have final sanding, grinding, shaping. I think it's hard to tell. I don't know. I might have a bit of a swell on one side. I don't think so. For a second there, I thought it looked like I did, but no, it looks pretty good to me. All right, distance. Now I got to do something to protect it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Last time I forgot what I put on it, tung oil or something like that. And I love this color variation, and it turned everything to a dark. Everything went to the same color. So let me think about it a little bit, but we'll get something protecting on it, because we now have to grind just all of that. And I want to wrap this handle and get it cleaned up. I mean, the pommel's a little ugly, but it's okay. It's okay. Been a long project. Well, looks like tung oil it is. That's what we're going to go with today, because that's the only product I have that at least I have some confidence in. Really don't have leather working stuff, but tung oil should be just fine. Any oil penetrating into that leather is going to protect it. That's for sure. And that's what we're going to do. Well, that's pretty. Boy, that's pretty. You see what I mean when I said it darkens it? It really does. But it's actually very pretty. Very, very pretty. Let's give it one more little shot. Maybe two more little shots. It's still soaking it in there. give it one more, I guess. And there you have it. Boy, that's pretty. That's one a pretty thing, I tell you. Unbelievable. Very, very pleased. Now if we can just get the blade to look like something real, we're going to be in good shape. Alright, and there you go. Yeah, I don't remember what day, yesterday, day before, we finally got a guard that worked. Pommel's on. Handle's done. We still got a leather wrap to put up here when we get done, but all we need to do now is put the edge on. We got to grind it down. Hopefully I can clean it up. You know, I don't know. I don't know how far I'm going to take it, but that is the handle part. Handle and pommel. Done. Getting close. If you found this video helpful, educational, maybe even if you just found it entertaining, and you want to support me, you can jump back to my channel. There's a button on the right hand side of the screen called support, and it's kind of like a tip jar. You can go ahead and leave a tip for this video, and that'll help me make some more, I guarantee. Thanks for your support, as always.